Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to a very special reaction and review. And this is to the new Fallout 76 trailer. Now this has been out for a little while, I know. I've been meaning to check it out, but this is Fallout 76, and as anybody knows, I'm a big Fallout fan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and delve into this and see what we're in for. So let's begin. Starting the video. Fallout 76. 3, 2, 1, click. Oh. Wait, that's the... That's the nukes. I can't look at this outfit now and not think of I think it was Shoddy Cast, the storyteller, narrated the different stories in Fallout. I keep thinking this is the storyteller.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion
of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Oh my.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Oh my gosh, Country Road, take me home.
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Oh my.
Take me home, country road.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Oh my gosh, this looks so gorgeous. So it's only on Xbox One. Or will it be available for... Or will it be available on PS4? Power Armor Edition trailer. I like that T51V. I like that. Oh my gosh! Oh, that looks so cool. Alright. Okay, this is absolutely fantastic. And as you know, like I said, I'm a big Fallout fan. And so, and to actually have the Fallout game set somewhere near me is really awesome. I mean, it's super cool. And because, I mean, this is close to me where this is set. So, yeah, this is super fantastic. A few different things that I want to go over with this trailer. And like I said, the opening with this guy walking and stopping. Now, first off, I love this intro where you hear the air raid siren in the background. I love that. I actually have that as an optional ringtone on my phone. But right here where you see the nukes raining down from the sky in the background, and this is in the black and white. This is in the monochrome. Again, I love the way that this looks. And you have the dude in the T-51B armor and what looks like a radio tower down here. And again, after watching Shoddycast and listening to the storyteller, I can't see this and not think, hey, this is the storyteller. He's back. Some things that I wanted to go over with this trailer itself. Now, Vault 76 is set, if I'm not mistaken, Greenbrier, I believe it is. Vault 76 is a Vault-Tec location in the forest region of West Virginia in 2102. Vault 76 appears in Fallout 6. It is mentioned in a terminal entry found in the Citadel in Fallout 3, an alien log in the Mothership Zeta add-on, and by a newscaster at the start of Fallout 4. And yes, it is set in West Virginia. The bunker, I think it's, the Greenbrier Resort. Let's see. The purpose of the facility was to function as the seat of power for the American legislative branch in the event of a nuclear war. It was built in 1961. According to the official website, the 112,544 square foot bunker is situated some 70 feet below the Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. It features a 25-ton blast door and decontamination chamber. Situated a modest 4-hour drive from Washington, D.C., the facility was built to house both the Senate and the House of Representatives, as well as a full complement of aides. In total, these are bunks for 1,100 people. However, none of them were ever intended for civilian use. Okay, the Greenbrier Resort also has a website, bunker tours as seen today, and you can actually, this is right outside the Greenbrier, and I'll put a link to that as well. It's really cool that they changed it and set it for that. But, I'm trying to go back to that. I opened up a lot of tabs here. Now, some different things. I really like the little military setup that they have here with this Jeep, with this like a 1942 Willys Jeep and this little motorcycle. That is really cool, and I like how the tires actually look rubber, and how they have a soft texture, and how they're kind of flat along the bottom, giving a nice soft texture. We have the the bottle, and the bottle cap from the Nuka World DLC, so that's interesting. And we see this nice little setup with the table here, which looks outside into the vault. You have the sugar bombs, coffee, you have some basic setups right here for the different things, and we also get to see a look inside the vault, and I really love the texture that they've added here with these ferns. I really love the texture of that, and the blue really does look nice as well. And just look at this amazing design for this, just all blue and yellow, representing of the Vault-Tec uniforms or outfits. Very, very nice with that. I really like how they did that. It really does look beautiful. And we have some little achievements here. We have Vault-Tec Award here on this wall. We see a trophy and another plaque. Here we see a couple more plaques down below. And another thing that I also want to point out is the really lovely shimmer, I gotta say, that they put with the sewn-on design for the vault set for the 76 logo. Really nice. I love how they did that. It really does look really beautiful. And then we have the scene for West Virginia. And my gosh, this thing looks positively amazing. Just the scenery here looks beautiful. And again, growing up, basically growing up right next door to West Virginia, and the Greenbrier is not really far from me. It's really beautiful. I mean, it's so cool to be able to see something in that neighboring region. And again, just the way that this looks, it is absolutely beautiful. It's lush. This is honestly very much a different departure from what we saw in the traditional Fallout worlds, because in Fallout 3 and in Fallout New Vegas, most of everything was still kind of dead. It was mostly dead. There wasn't a whole lot of grass in Fallout 3. There wasn't very much grass. There was some. Most of the trees and things and in New Vegas were dead. They weren't really, lively. Here we see a departure from that, whereas we see about half and half. We see some trees still are not with leaves on them. We see some trees that are. Now, this particular scene makes me wonder if some of this might be set in the fall because of the trees. Of course, this other scenery scene here makes it appear, I mean, this could be possibly set in the fall because we see some trees that are somewhat brown, sort of golden or yellowish. So it kind of makes me think that this might be either beginning of spring with winter having just ended, or it could possibly be, just theorizing here, it could possibly be, you know, maybe at the transition from summer to fall, possibly, or it could still be very, very early fall. But again, just the way that this looks is really, really beautiful. And there's some lovely scenery here. You have a nice watchtower over here that overlooks a very beautiful foggy area. And if you have ever been in Virginia or West Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains or any mountainous regions there, even here where I live, early in the morning, sometimes in spring and summer, you can see the fog rolling in. You can see a thick fog rolling in across the hills. And this right here really, really captures that, and it really does look good. And I love the design and the texture that they've added with this, and it really does look beautiful. And then we see some nice scenery set up here with a nice, what looks like an early morning view of these little houses, and these small 2-lane roads. Again, these are very common around here. But again, it really does look beautiful, and of course you see the power armor just lying there. And you probably kind of figure that maybe somebody might have died right there wearing the power armor. But some other scenery, we see some sort of refinery or some sort of plant over here in the distance, and it really does look really nice. And I'm really curious as to how one is going to explore a lot of that areas. We also see some other creatures here, what looks like a super mutant. Over here on the right, we see what looks like a church. We see like a super mutant over on the right, a church, and a car also in this sort of like a small open area of land here. And we also see this very beautiful like maybe an early morning or sunset kind of view where the sun is casting these reflections through the trees. It's, you know, you see the pattern of the leaves, and you see the light casting shadows, and it's very, very nice. It really does give it a very realistic feel, and I really love how that they did that. It really does look beautiful. And we also see this plane here, which is like this old biplane, which is like a private airfield or something, a very small airport, which is like I have one relatively close to me, like this too. It's a private little airport. And we see this water tower. Again, just really does look nice, and I love the look for this old style houses with the lattice underneath the porch. And this is something, you know, like you would have seen in Americana, you know, back in the 1950s. This is also somewhat still, I mean, you can also still see this common now, but like you have the nice porch, you have the like I said, the lattice around the side. What looks like maybe some sort of concrete or brick. There it looks like bricks, like cinder block steps. Really does look nice, and again, I love the way that this absolutely looks. Some of these things I'm very curious about. This right here, I'm not really sure what this is, but this maybe looks like some sort of downed satellite, possibly, or some sort of structure, some sort of building structure that may have collapsed over time, possibly as a result of just fatigue, or maybe a nuclear warhead. And we see the sign that says Vault-Tec celebrates 300 something of America. 300 years of America. Okay, so this 300 years of America, and that right there really does look nice. And another interesting thing we see is a transition where we see a guy in a firefighting outfit with an axe and a helmet and some sort of fire here below. And I'm not sure if it looks like you might be able to pick up maybe a firefighting outfit this time around, which will be cool. It'd be cool if you could actually pick up like some sort of firefighting suit, maybe a police uniform too, paramedic. That would be cool. Also see this other building here, which looks like part of the White House, but it isn't. And we see this other creature here, which looks like a mutated turtle, possibly. And of course we see this big machine here for, I think, getting rock, which is also really nice. Really nice detail. And look at the cloud texture. That is really, really lovely. That they see this early morning, what looks like early morning fog. And we also see this bat-like creature up in the air. We haven't seen these kind of creatures here before in the Fallout universe, So that looks really cool. I'm also wondering about this car here, because that looks like a sort of muscle car. It almost looks like a bit of a muscle car. Then we see this, I'm assuming it's some sort of campus, where we have the Vault-Tec guy standing there, and just look at this. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I love this. I love the shadows, the lighting, and the way that the clouds are, and just this is just beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is so stunning. And then we have the Greenbrier itself. We have the Greenbrier itself, and this is just beautiful. This is lovely, and this is just absolutely gorgeous with how this looks. We got some Securitron robots patrolling, and I love how this looks. And I'm wondering if at nighttime you'll be able to see these lights come on, because these look beautiful. And we see a bus. That's interesting. We see a nice looking bus. It's like an old 50s Chevy bus. It looks like a 55, 56 Chevy bus. It looks like from the point on the front fenders. But again, the trees are actually lively here. We see some nice grass and the beautiful flowers, red and white flowers. And this just really does look lovely. And I'm really looking forward to being able to see this right here. And we see the shadows being cast as well, as the camera pans, which is really lovely. And of course, we also have the background of the fall-like leaves. We see red and orange and a bit of dark, like sort of olive. And so, yeah, that is Fallout 76. And I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to it, because this is actually based in the Greenbrier Resort, which actually has a vault underneath it. Like I said, I'll post the 2 links that I found below, so you can check it out yourself and read about it. But yeah, oh my gosh, this really does look cool. I'm really looking forward to this, because Fallout 76, a new Fallout game. Okay, the one thing that I gotta say, there are a few things that I gotta say that I'm hoping that is a bit of is different than what Bethesda did with Fallout 4. Now, I haven't played Fallout 4 yet. I want to, but I do know that there are some complaints that people had with Fallout 4. Some said that from what I understand, some people felt that the story in Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, you had multiple choices with what you could do. Fallout 3, you had two basic choices. Fallout New Vegas, you had more choices with whom you could help, the different factions that you could help. In Fallout 4, I think the story was pretty much more linear. It was pretty straightforward, and you didn't really have a choice exactly of what to do. You probably did, but like it was pretty much pre-scripted, preset for you. Some also felt that the music, I think in Fallout 4 wasn't as good. That music that was composed for Fallout 4 wasn't as good as 3 and New Vegas. Some also felt that the world itself just wasn't as good, that the overall layout of the world and just wasn't as good as 3 and New Vegas. And some also, I think, felt that the world felt more empty in 4 than it did in 3 and New Vegas. And the only complaints myself that I have personally with Fallout 4, even though I haven't played it, is the fact that you have a fully voiced, is that you now have a fully voiced character. I didn't like that. I liked how in 3 and in New Vegas, how you were the silent protagonist, how you would read what you would say on the screen, but you wouldn't actually hear your character. And I liked how that I really liked that, because it gave you a chance to, you could either create a character based on you, or you could create your own fictional character and imagine them sound however that they wanted to. Whereas with 4, you could create a character based on you, but yet here was a completely different voice coming out of this character who was supposed to be you. Or you could create a character, your own personal character, and then whenever you would hear that character speak, it was a completely different voice than what you probably imagined in your head. So I didn't like that, and I did like how Fallout 4 did not have weapons and it didn't have weapons and armor degradation. And even though I heard that there was like a lot of different weapon combinations that you could have made in 4, I really like the basics for 3 and New Vegas with weapons, being able to find weapons, and kind of have with New Vegas you had a few customizations that you could make. So some people felt really disappointed with 4. Others really liked 4. I haven't played it myself to be able to give a judgment. That's just what from my understanding of it. But I'm really hoping that if if Bethesda really does anything, really makes any changes, I really do hope they go back to the silent protagonist version of like in 3 and 4, 3 in New Vegas, and I would like to see a few weapon customizations that you can make. You know, I want them, and I don't want them to put weapons and armor degradation into Fallout 76. What I want to see is a setting where you can turn weapons and armor degradation on or off, and like it's a setting that you can choose whenever you first start the game, whenever you're creating your character, and it's a permanent setting, so you can't go back and change it later. Like you can if you choose no weapons and armor degradation, then weapons and armor will not deplete with use over time. You can pick one weapon and use it throughout the whole game, and it's never going to deplete. The only thing you have to worry about is ammo. Whereas if you turn it on, of course, it's like 3 in New Vegas, weapons will deplete over time with use, and you have to keep close watch on their condition. But I think it would be great if they would implement a setting so that you could choose which one you wanted, and therefore people could play it however that they wanted to, and not be limited to just one choice. And again, I really don't want to see the fully voiced characters come back with the protagonist. What I would like to see is for you to go back to you're the silent protagonist, and so therefore you can create your character however you want. There's not any cutscenes that play out. It's like 3 in New Vegas where the character is facing you. That's how they're talking to you. That's what I would personally like to see it go back to. Now, also, I really do like the new rendition of this song, Country Roads. I really like how that plays out, and I really hope, honestly, that they also put that into the Fallout radio whenever you're playing the game and you're listening to the radio. I would really like for that to be played in the game. That would also be really, really cool. And it kind of looks like in this trailer, they're celebrating some sort of bicentennial, 300 years of America. So I think it'd be cool if they maybe put like a rendition of Lee Greenwood's "God Bless the USA" into this as well. But like the one thing that I am concerned about, I have to say, is where this is set in West Virginia. I'm really afraid that they're kind of going to put a lot of country music into the radio. Now, some country music I don't mind, but I'll be completely honest, I'm not a fan of country music. I'm not. Some country music, this song, Country Roads, Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA, I like those, yeah. But I don't want to, which I don't listen to I honestly don't listen to the radio in Fallout games anyway. I just listen to the atmospheric, background music, the orchestra play. But still, I really would like to, I'm afraid that they'll put some country music in it. I don't know, I know they wouldn't put any other modern country music, which is a good thing, so hopefully it'll be really good country music and not crappy country music. But again, I love how it's set also at the Greenbrier, at a real location. I mean, okay, the other games, were set in real locations, yeah, but I mean, the idea that it's something that's close, and it's set in an actual thing, like the Greenbrier really does have a vault, and so they're making it into a Vault-Tec vault. That's a setting for it, and I'm also really curious as to, what the story is going to be. How exactly did you come to leave the vault? What happens whenever you get outside the vault? What's the main story? And where exactly is this set? According to the Fallout Wiki, and I'm going to go ahead and read this right here, because according to the Fallout Wiki, Vault 76 is a Vault-Tec vault located in the Forest region of West Virginia in 2102. Okay, and it says not all vaults were designed with experimental purposes. Vault 76 is one of 17 known control vaults, meaning that it was used as a baseline to compare to experimental vaults. Vault 76 housed 500 occupants and was programmed to open to the wasteland outside 20 years after a nuclear war. Construction of Vault 76 began in 2065 and ended in 2069 under the supervision of Vault-Tec official Gillies Wollstonecroft. Vault 76 then debuted 7 years later in 2076, right before the nukes happened, in honor of the United States tercentenary, when discussing Vault-Tec's plans to expand. Originally scheduled to open in 2097, Vault 76 eventually opened in 2102, which is whenever the game's set, 25 years after the Great War, and 5 years after it was supposed to open on a day called Reclamation Day. Okay. So, I'm assuming, and we also have a bit of a map, which is cool. We have Highway 59, and, so according to this right here, which I'm also going to include this map as well, we also have some other, we have Mothman, West Virginia, Mothman, of course, Mothman Museum, of course, West Virginia. Oh man, they put that in there. So, ooh, I'm wondering now if that creature that you run into is like some sort of Mothman mutation or something. So that's interesting. But again, I really love this. It looks phenomenal. It looks super cool, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This looks super cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing this game. Again, I don't have a PS4 yet, but yeah, I'm hoping this also comes out on PS4. Yeah, okay, Fallout 76 release date and US pre-order guide, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Yes! Good. Oh, yeah, okay, it will be available on PlayStation 4. Sweet. According to this, according to GameStop, which is what I'm checking now, Fallout 76, it says pre-order this item will be available to download on November 14th, 2018 at 12 a.m. Pre-order Fallout 76 and receive access to the Fallout 76 beta. Okay, not really 100% certain if the game will be out fully. Hopefully it will be. But yeah, it's available, will be available on PS4. So sweet, freaking wonderful. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that whenever I get a PS4. But yeah, this looks super cool. I'm really excited for this right here. I'm really excited for Fallout 76. And I'm really looking forward to exploring the world and seeing that beautiful scenery, because in a sense it kind of looks like Skyrim. I love the just how beautiful Skyrim is with the landscape, and so this right here looks super cool with that, and I'm really excited for this. So way to go, Bethesda. Really looking forward to seeing what you do with this game. I'm really hoping that this game is phenomenal. So again, really looking forward to this, and really looking forward to getting back into the Fallout universe, even though I haven't even played Fallout 4 yet. Still want to, but yeah. But again, thanks again for joining me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And thank you guys again for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.